Yo, what's up? I had a random idea to make a video, and there's not going to be much to this besides me talking, um, but it might help you out. Basically, the focus of this is just telling you some truth about the things in the gun industry, things to understand, things to not get pressured into, uh, things to look out for. Um, First, I would start with this. I would say having a lot of guns is cool, like a collection, but I wouldn't let that be your primary focus. Don't let the number of guns you have drive like your overall interest in weapons. Like if if you like to collect and that's your sole purpose, cool. But if you actually have a purpose to be driven and understand the weapon and use it efficiently, don't just go out there and purchase a number of guns that you're never going to be able to get enough reps with. I would say getting a primary and a secondary and getting proficient with those over having multiple ARs, multiple handguns, and constantly rotating through them and never truly having one that you have the most number of reps on could eventually hurt you down the road. If shit does eventually hit the fan. Now, having multiple weapons, yes, has its pros. One system goes down, you can pick up another system. I just think when it comes to a proficiency standpoint, get comfortable with one primary, one secondary. Um, Something kind of goes along the same lines as that. Another piece of truth here that I've learned. Price tags matter, but they matter for your purpose. Um, I'll be totally honest, something that I'm really going to have a hard time swallowing right now. Um, PSA is a really good deal for a lot of people. Honestly, probably myself included. I don't shoot enough and use my weapon as a primary source of work to justify buying like a knight's armament or some crazy stupid high end rifle. Um, sure, I mean when you buy more expensive, the parts probably there's probably a higher tolerance. The say for example the barrel might last longer after rounds, but a lot of people need to understand that just because there's a higher price tag, that doesn't mean it fits the category of shooter that you are and that you're in. So, for example, if you buy a rifle from PSA that's $800, I highly doubt you're going to outshoot the usefulness of that rifle's lifespan. That's just the hard truth. Ammo's expensive. I mean, for a lot of people, they might go to the range once a month, maybe once every 2 to 3 months, if that. If I mean that even that's a lot. Some people just have guns and they just sit around. Look, I just wanted to lay that out there. I think looking back on some of my purchases, especially with the rifles, I overlooked PSA a lot because you fall into the hype of watching YouTubers and going, "Oh man, they're saying this is so good," and "Oh, this is what the teams are using." Dude, you're not in the teams, bro. You're a civilian, more than likely, and you're looking for probably a primary purpose of self-defense or home defense. Tell me how you're going to outshoot the usefulness of your home defense handgun or rifle by using it for home defense. Now, if you're an avid trainer and you go out and you just blow the barrel out of that thing, good for you. But if not, dude, I'm talking about general population here. That's just not going to happen. So don't fall into that shit. Um, another another piece of truth that has really hit me hard as of recent. Um, thing's got a mind of its own. Uh, Train for your purpose. Man, I have fallen into a really bad habit of literally going out every single time I go to the range and drawing from outside the waistband. I don't carry outside waistband. I don't have a job. I'm not a cop, dude. Like that's not where I carry. So if you are a civilian and you are not open carrying, or you're a policeman or something like that, bro, like seriously, draw from concealed. That is where you're going to be carrying it almost 100% of the time. I don't see any other reason why you wouldn't. I mean, when you're in your truck, car, maybe whatever, it may not be on you, it might be near you. But dude, train with the purpose, your primary purpose of your weapon. If that is a handgun, draw it from concealment. Don't worry about all this shit you see online of people drawing outside the waistband. I myself have lacked drawing inside the waistband concealed carry, and my skills have diminished a lot. So I'm trying to get back in the swing of things. Now, what you need to understand, and I don't know if anyone, I heard this recently, if you don't use it, you'll lose it. Especially when it comes to handgun mechanics. That can be rifle mechanics too, man. But handgun mechanics, especially drawing from inside the waistband, dude, if you don't use it, if you don't repeat the movements from top to bottom to finish, you could be shit out of luck if shit hits the fan while you're out, man. Look, I'm just saying, be prepared. Same thing goes for a rifle, home defense. If you're out on the range, or if you indoor, outdoor, whatever it is, just have a primary purpose in mind when you're training. That's all I'm saying. Let's see, what else? This sounds really obvious, and this also sounds like some kind of advertisement for PSA, and it's not. This sounds, like I said, it sounds very obvious. A lot of the times when it comes to the price tags of the higher end weapons, has to do with availability rather than, say, materials. PSA is, it's generally pretty cheap, but that's because the availability of those rifles and handguns is almost always there. Other names, other manufacturers, you go to their website a lot of the times and shit's out of stock. They can just mark up the price because they make a limited amount and they know they can make a good dollar off of them. So keep that in mind next time. Something else that I've come to realize as of recent, and I've kind of walked my stance back on, I like Trijicon stuff. Like, I really like the SROs that I have, but I just bought a Holosun 507 comp. That's damn near as good, or I'd say better. The only thing that is throwing me off about the 507 comp, is that the dot's not as crisp, but it's just as good in every way. Plus, it has multiple reticle options. I'm just saying, Holosun's a pretty good brand. So if you don't want to blow the bank, dude, just buy one of those. What else? The last thing I think I'd probably say, man, is just do your research before buying shit. Don't make an uneducated decision. A lot of times when I buy things, I take advice from people that I go to the range with, people that have been shooting for a number of years. Obviously, I trashed the YouTubers earlier, but watching a review of something that you are thinking of purchasing is not a bad idea. A lot of the times you can find stuff in discussion forums that is more helpful. Just read and think before you buy. Don't impulse buy. Because, for example, I'm sitting on like 5 handguns right now, and it's cool that I have all of them. But when the fuck am I going to shoot 5 handguns at one time? I'm not. So, yeah, I just wanted to make that quick video. Y'all have a good day.